Oh, is it live already? Oh, okay. That was a slow start for me. Didn't know it was already live. What's up? What's up? So I got an interesting video today. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. It's when to quit a system or strategy, like when to quit a program or strategy as far as making money online. A lot of times you hear people talk about getting into things. Getting into things and staying in things. But I do think there's a time where you may have to get out of certain things. Okay. Now I don't believe in quitting and program hopping and things like that. So I'm still leaning towards the sides of no, you really don't want to quit things. But there's a few things you can kind of analyze about whatever you're doing. Sometimes early on, but more than likely, not necessarily early on, you can kind of predict what's going to happen based off of a few things that I'm about to talk about here. So, first you have to try to find something that is gonna, before you even join something, you want to find something that's gonna have value, something that's gonna actually give you training. Hang on, let me start a timer here because I don't want this to be 10 hours, and we know I can't talk. I can talk for 10 hours, but I don't want that to happen here. So let's say you're in a system, okay? Like, I don't know, maybe you're in like MCA or TLC or Empower Network, or I don't know, even DS Domination, like I'm in, or some sort of, or maybe you're doing some kind of strategy like trading or something like that. When is it time for you to kind of bounce? So there's a couple of things you have to ask yourself. First off, how long have you been in the system already? And if it's like you've only been in there like a month or two, that's too early to me to be able to quit, to say, okay, this isn't going to work at all. And I'll give you a good example of this. I'll give it to you right now. There was a guy I knew, came online, and he got into a system, and he was paying like $25 a month for it. And for 8 solid months, he didn't make one sale. Been being online and getting into systems, and then you've been online 8 months and you're not making at least $100 a day. That's a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, his situation was a lot more different. He lives in South Africa, and it's a lot harder for people who don't live in the US to make money online, like in the US. They have to jump through hoops just to join systems. So his situation was a little bit more different, but still, I have also heard of other people, being in systems in months and then not making a dime. To me, that's a problem. And if that's if that's you, you may want to look for something else that maybe converts. Leads me to this: if you're working now, if you've been in something and you can honestly say you really haven't been putting that much effort in, it's not the system, it's you. What's happening is you're quitting, not necessarily the system is terrible or whatever. You're not doing the work it takes to make the system work. Not that the system is a scam or anything like that. You're just not doing what it takes. So, but if you can say you've been in the system for a little bit, a good amount of time, and you are working, like you are doing work, and I'm not talking about working 30 minutes a day. I mean, if you're putting like a really good amount of time in every single day on this stuff, and it's been a really long time, like, 5 months, just some kind of crazy amount of time, and you haven't made any money with that you should probably look for something else that's going to convert better for you. I'm not going to say costs shouldn't be something that you determine, like that makes you like leave something. Okay. But to me, that's really it. Again, if you're, a good example, maybe it's not a company, but maybe it's like a rev share program, right? I'm not going to name any, but I used to be in some rev share programs, and, there's a time to get in and a time to get out of those things. They're very risky and things like that. And you don't want to, there's some signs you can start seeing in a company like that when it's going to start, because that's what happens with rev share companies. And then the next month they're completely gone because they got shut down for whatever the reason, or got hacked or whatever, or they don't want to pay out anymore. You know what I mean? So those type of things, it's very easy to kind of tell whether you should stay with them or not. But like if you're like in a real company, like some of the ones I named, and there's a whole bunch more, that I don't, I'm not in, but or anything like that. But, sometimes you got to give a system a real good chance. But like if you've been in one of those main companies that people promote and you've been in there for like, I'm going to go ahead and say like 3 months plus and you haven't made any money, that's a problem. Leave, go find something else. And that's also if you've been working hard. If you haven't been working hard, it's not the system, it's you. So, that's hopefully that kind of helps, and really what you can do is if you are that person that works, if you want to still give your system a chance, probably what it is you need to get a hold of some good training of, something that's going to show you how to make money with whatever you're with. Good marketing strategies, where to target, how to target the audience. So if you're like with something that costs like $500, to join, a lot of people are not going to join something that's $500. It's going to be really hard. So what you can do is get with something that shows you how to target people who are more than willing to spend $1,000 on a system. And so once you can target people like that, sales comes easier, but you're not going to get there if you don't know how to do that. So here's what I'm going to say. If you either have been in something for a really, really long time, you've been working your tail off and you're not seeing any results, click the link in my video description that will take you to something to where I promise if you're working as much as you are with the system you're with, the money you're going to make with this one is going to be you're going to make money. If you just want to, if you also want to learn how to target people, like key targeting, like people, if you want to find people $10,000 on something, you can do that with the strategies taught in the system. So join, it's not free. At first, it's levels like $7 and one super awesome value, and it's helping me in my business. So that's basically it. I want to talk to you later. I'll talk to you later, and God bless you.